Okay, what made me come alive? It's a long story. It is related to the self-awareness. If you don't think what kind of position of your life in this world, you will missed it. You will totally lost it. I have been lost it for 10 years. And after school in college, I was lost in wandering. I didn't know what to do. Even I graduate being a teacher, I didn't know what kind of my life will be. So it is kind of a way of seeking, seeking things. Try to find your path, and finally, I was so lucky. I got it, and I must do something for the kids, and not only for the kids. Finally, I found that it's a way for human beings. So I put lots of effort on it, and this effort finally made something happen, like the translation, Dr. Posner gave me his book, and finally we was connected, and this connection guided me here. So it was cool,
I kind of feel like you answered the other question as well. Like, I was going to ask what change you want to create.
Okay.
So if there's something you want to add, I feel like you kind of answered it, but if there's something else you'd like to add, please do.
Okay.
What change would you like to create?
Okay, at first it's like because in 2000, computer start to work in China, and we think it will be a new tool and a kind of a new machine and could change everything. So I suppose at that time, computer and the internet can give Chinese people, Chinese children, a chance to be connected to outside of China. That means breaking something, put on our head, upon our mind. So this kind of an understanding and maybe kind of proposal guide me to the England and Scotland to pursue my knowledge, the deepen understanding of this world. And I took the study about education and also learning the information science about the system matter. And those things, when we put those things together and relate to my undergraduate studies about the social history, political matter, administration matter, you put those things together. It was very grateful. I got a big picture for what will happen in the 21st century. So, with this kind of an understanding, I was struggling after I graduated, from my post graduation, and I went back to China. I didn't. I didn't give up. I didn't give up. Yes, didn't give up. Because I really think individualize. I call it individualize, but nowadays we may call it democratical. I mean, individualize is to, when you deeply think about the education, it's kind of individualized. Teaching is not like making something collective happen. Teaching is touch your heart. We may not think it's about teaching. It's like guiding people to grow in, to be growing, this kind of process. So, and in a big sense, we call it democratical education. So this kind of different kind of aspect doesn't matter. So I really think computer is like the new facilitator, as a new facilitator. If we use it properly, I need to stress it. If we use it properly, it will be a very big advantage for us to be connected, to demonstrate what we want to demonstrate, and to learn from each other. But when I back from the UK to the China, there was no room for me. I didn't working in a public educational center. I jumped out. I created my company, failed. I tried to connect with Canadian people, try to build like an international educational project, supposed to online learning thing, failed, and also built like a homeschooling matter, failed, lots of failure, but it doesn't matter. If you think that is your direction, that doesn't matter. It's like the rock below. You just be hit it, but you need to go on. So for the future, I'm going to set up a website and connected lots of resources from outside of the China and translate them into Chinese. And also I will focus on homeschooling, because I will argue in China there will no way for reform if there's no subtle reform in China. So if we put so much effort on it, why we just put the same effort and create a new system?